Part 7. We are going to continue with the perimeter and area of different figures. You will find this on page 206 in the Namibian Mathematics Grade 9 textbook, y equals mx plus c to succeeds. Let's look at the rhombus. Remember, a rhombus is almost like a square that were pushed on that corner. So all the sides will still be equal. The height and the base must make a 90-degree angle. So the base and the height must make that 90-degree angle. Any side can be the base. So this can be the base, but then they must just indicate the height, say for example there. Okay. The diagram bisect at 90 degrees. This is very, the diagonals, I think this must be rather the diagonals. The diagonals bisect at 90 degrees, and this is indicating that angle. Okay, let's look at an example. Calculate the perimeter. Now remember, it's almost like a square. Okay, so I use the formula of a square. So it's 4 times s, so it's 4, this is the side, can you see? So 4 times 6.5, and that's 26 centimeters. And if I calculate the area, it's base times multiply height. So this is the base, and this is the height. So it's 6.5 times that 5, and that will give me 32.5 centimeters squared. Okay, I want you to stop the video, and I want you to do try now 9a as well as number 9b. Let's start with number A. Calculate the perimeter. Now remember, the perimeter of a rhombus, and that is just going to be 4 times s, which is going to be 4 times, and that is the side, 7.8. Or I can I just redo that also for you? It's always good to put it just in brackets. So just put it like this. And if you multiply it, you will get 31.2, and that will be centimeters. If I look at number B, now this is the area, and it's of a rhombus. And what is the area of a rhombus? It depends. It can be base times height. Otherwise, if they give you the diagonals, it will be half multiply the diagonals. Okay, now if you look at this diagonal, the first diagonal, and maybe we can just write it here. So diagonal 1 will be 2 times 6, and that will be equal to 12. And then if I look at diagonal 2, remember one of the properties, the diagonals bisect each other. So diagonal 2 will just be 2 times that 5, and that will be equal to 10. Okay, so if I substitute it, it will just be a half, and diagonal 1 was 12, and diagonal 2 was the 10. And if I multiply it, I will get 60 centimeter square, and that will be my answer. Okay, if I look at the parallelogram, let's just move this up. The parallelogram. So remember, a parallelogram is almost like a rectangle that would just a little bit push there. So the opposite sides will still be equal, but the angles will not be 90 degrees. So remember also that the base and the height must make a 90-degree angle. So the height and the base must make a 90-degree angle. Any side can be the base. Okay, there's the picture. Now let's look at this example. So calculate the perimeter. It's the same as a rhombus. It's the same as a rectangle. So it's basically either length plus breadth multiply 2, or 2 length plus 2 breadth. So if I just substitute that, that will be 21. That's the one side. The other side is 15. I can add it and then multiply 2, and that will bring me to an answer of 72 centimeters. And if I ask you to calculate the area, then this will be base times the height. So this is the base, this is the height. I just substitute it, and that will be my answers. Okay, I want you to do for me try now 10A as well as try now 10B. Just going to make space. You can stop the video, and as soon as you are finished, you can continue with the video. So try now 10. Let's start with number A. So calculate the perimeter. Now the formula for the perimeter of a parallelogram and that is going to be just like a rectangle. So it's 2 length plus 2 breadth. Now, if I look at this, this is the length, this is the breadth. So it's going to be 2 times 19 plus 2 times 11. And that is going to give me an answer of 38 plus 22. And that's going to give me an answer of 60 centimeter. And then in number B, if I ask you the area of this parallelogram, so the area of a parallelogram, and that's going to be base times height. Okay, so this is your base, that's going to be 19. And the height must make 90 degrees with the base. So that's going to be 10. That's going to give me an answer of 190 centimeter square. And that's how you work out the perimeter and the area of a rhombus as well as a parallelogram.